If you're scrolling on Instagram or YouTube at 2 a.m. and wondering, am I falling behind in life? Then this video is for you. Here are 7 signs that you are doing financially well, even if it doesn't seem like it. And some of these signs are really small but have massive impact. Sign 1, you're playing the right game. You understand the difference between looking rich and becoming wealthy. Let me explain. Imagine 2 friends, Rohan and Priya. Both earn 35,000 rupees per month. Now Rohan upgrades his phone every year, gets new sneakers, likes going out and eating 4 times a week. Priya, on the other hand, has the same phone for the last 2 years, tries cooking at home and quietly invests around 5,000 rupees every month. Fast forward 5 years later, Rohan is still living paycheck to paycheck, whereas Priya now is actually wondering whether she can afford to buy a small piece of land with her 4 lakh rupees saved. Naval Ravikant calls this the difference between the status game and the wealth game. He explains that status game is a zero-sum game. Playing the status game is like being in a quicksand. The more you play, the deeper you sink. There's always someone with a better car, a fancier vacation, and a more expensive watch that we compare ourselves to and want to keep up. Wealth gives us freedom. It gives us options when opportunities come. It's an investment on the future, whether in terms of assets, business, or even on oneself. All of them give a huge return on investment. Maybe not always in terms of money, but in terms of knowledge and experience. Status and wealth game are like having 2 plants. One is with shiny plastic leaves that doesn't grow, and the other one with real leaves that takes a while but grows stronger. Sign 2, you have a financial cushion. Now we're not talking about emergency fund with 6 months needs. That's the goal. But even if you have 10 to 25,000 saved for just in case emergencies, you're in a good place. A recent Business Standard report confirmed that 75% of Indians don't have any money saved for emergencies at all. That means in case of loss of a paycheck, the EMIs would get impacted. Having some savings or emergency fund is like having an umbrella in your bag. You don't always need it, but when the rain falls, it will definitely save you. The next sign is you pay your bills on time. This isn't glamorous, but this is one of the most powerful wealth building options. When we pay on time, there is no late fee, the credit score stays healthy, and zero mental stress. But instead, if we use the money that we have, go to concerts, buy gadgets, or get clothes, and then have to borrow money to pay for the essentials, that's like playing financial Jenga. Everything is fine until it collapses. And here's what most people don't realize. Late payments compound. A 500 late payment fee, a 200 late payment fee there will all add up. And CIBIL data shows that people with late payment history have to pay 2 to 4% higher interest for the future loans. But when the bills are handled automatically, life becomes so much smoother. It's like having your laundry done regularly. It's not glamorous, but it stops our life from becoming a chaos. The next sign is you know your market value. You know what you should be earning, and that changes everything. Feeling broke often comes from comparing ourselves to the wrong people. If you're comparing your entry-level salary to a senior manager's paycheck or income for someone staying in a city like Mumbai to a salary earned in Silicon Valley, you'll always feel behind. The key thing is to research our market value. For example, if you work in an industry with 2 years of experience in a city like Delhi and the average salary is 4 lakhs and you earn 4.5 lakhs, that means you're doing better than the average and you're in a good place, even if Instagram makes you feel otherwise. Not knowing this number is like running a race without knowing where the finish line is. You'll always feel like you're losing to someone who's running in a completely different race. Knowledge is power, and sometimes right knowledge is peace of mind. The next sign is you track your money basics. You have your fundamentals covered. You know where your money is, how much you earn, spend and invest. is much simpler than we realize. We don't need fancy spreadsheets or amazing financial knowledge. This can be done with the basic notes app that we have on our phone. We just need to know how much is our actual income, how much we're getting in hand after all the tax and deductions, what are the biggest expense categories like food, travel, rent, accommodation, and how much you're going to save, or if it is 1000 rupees, 500 rupees. The key is awareness. When you know where your money is going, you automatically make better choices. It's like switching on a light in a dark room. You can see everything more clearly now. Sign 6. Your debt is manageable. You know the difference between good debt and bad debt, and you manage both wisely. Here's the reality. Indian household debt has been growing consistently in the last decade. But not all debt is the same. There is good debt and bad debt. Let me explain. Good debt builds wealth. For example, education loan, which increases our earning potential. Business loan, which might increase the income. House loan, which is going to build its equity. Bad debt, on the other hand, costs us money, like credit card debt for shopping and lifestyle, personal loans for vacation or buying phones, or high interest borrowings. It is generally advised to have EMIs under 40% of income. So if you're below this threshold and have mostly good debt, then you're in a very strong position. Sign 7, you know your spending triggers. Of purchase decisions are made impulsively, often triggered by emotions like stress, boredom, or even because of peer pressure. So it's important to identify our patterns. If we're stress spending, like spending more when there's more pressure at work, social pressure buying, fancy outings just to fit in, celebration splurges, or boredom shopping. Shopping just because. The key isn't eliminating it, but just managing it. And all of us have our weaknesses. Some could love spending on the latest gadgets, some on the newest makeup products. An important rule of thumb is to wait 72 hours before buying something non-essential. So just having patience and awareness is a sign of financially intelligent person. And here's a bonus sign: financial literacy or awareness. And since you're watching this video, you're already ahead of the curve. So thank you, by the way. So even if you're new to the world of finance, but just watching videos or reading about it to increase your knowledge about financial literacy is a great step. Research shows that almost 54% of people are not financially literate. So these are some of the signs that you're actually doing financially well. Thank you so much for watching this video, and see you soon in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.